Hello there everyone. Alright, we've got a new kit. Let's take a look at it, shall we? So, Iden Versio is coming. She's joining us with, well, what looks like her Inferno Squad appearance. Yeah, she's going to be a leader, attacker, Empire, and an Imperial Trooper. So, yeah, this could be quite interesting. I think based on the synergy that they're showing here, we're going to be having Iden's team basically being the leftover Imperial Troopers, because right now we've got Veers, we've got Piet, Gideon, Dark Trooper, and one flex option usually that form their own team. So it looks like we're basically saying, right, Iden, you get the pick of the rest. So this could be pretty fun. So, hello there, holotables heroes. After the attack on the Death Star, the Empire responded by assembling Inferno Squad. Did they? I thought Inferno Squad were there before the attack on the Death Star. Is this the first Death Star? Either way. An Imperial Special Forces Commando unit and appointed Iden Versio as its leader. Now, Iden's intelligence and relentlessness will be put to use as the newest Imperial Trooper leader to hit the holotables. Below, we take a dive into the developers' motivations and inspirations while creating the kit for this fan favourite Battlefront 2 character. Gotta say, I do love the video games again, some love. Okay, so, the basics. Imperial Trooper leader with a focus on galvanising underused Imperial Troopers into a powerful squad, particularly in Grand Arena. The goal is to leave the General Veers squad intact while assembling a separate Trooper squad under Iden Versio's capable command. Okay? Iden's Omicron ability focuses on increasing her squad's utility in Grand Arenas. Why Grand Arenas? Sorry, that's distracted me twice. She also provides her ideal squad with anti-rebel synergy. For example, elements of a kit state rebel enemies can't resist effects. Iden gives boost to her allies to increase the squad's overall damage output, with the ability to revive herself and her allies in certain situations. Iden is resilient and difficult to permanently defeat. Coupled with some protection recovery, she adds sustainability to her squad. I get the feeling the droid's going to play a part there. Unique attributes. Iden Versio doesn't want other leaders around. Her kit has direct callouts which increase her effectiveness if no other leaders are present in her squad. Put her in charge and let her get the job done. Alright, so that definitely seems like no Veers, no Piet, no Gideon. That's good for me. Her kit also includes several mechanics discouraging droid Imperial Troopers. We're looking at you, Dark Trooper. Yeah. Pretty funny though, they've created a kit that is essentially saying, right, do not use these, use these. Okay, inspiration. So this version of Iden Versio captures her time on Battlefront 2 as an Imperial, before, spoiler warning, defection to the Rebellion in the aftermath of Operation Cinder. She's a motivating, tactical and relentless leader of Imperial Troopers who provides inspiration to her squad in battle. We wanted her kit to reflect those qualities. Many of the titles of Iden's abilities were taken directly from lines Iden spoke during Battlefront 2. Well, it'd be a bit of a surprise if it wasn't. As a leader, Iden Versio typically used all the assets at her disposal. As such, we wanted to make sure she had a team made up of the endless ranks of Imperial Troopers and build mechanics around that premise. Okay, that does sound interesting. A droid, ID-10, is featured heavily in Battlefront 2. We definitely wanted to include it in a kit, so the droid shows up in Iden's special abilities, push forward, and we can grieve later. Okay. Push forward's a bit of a lame one though. Push forward's like a general trooper command. Never mind. Strategy tips. If it hasn't been made clear already, Iden's Omicron ability does very well against rebel teams in Grand Arenas. Why? The new effect, We Adapt or Die, adds utility to allies in a few different ways. It can be used proactively to add speed and damage output to allies. If the enemy topples it, troopers gain health and turn meter. Okay. So essentially, yeah, that really does sound good. So they're either going to be fast and dealing damage, or they're just going to gain turn meter and health. So it sounds interesting. Iden can be very effective at locking down an opponent. A special ability push forward as a low cooldown while offering an unavoidable stun on rebel enemies, so it's a bit like Cara Dune versus Empire, along with area of effect damage to boot. Okay, so FAQ, who's Iden Versio, she was in Battlefront 2, yeah, I'm not going to read all that. So, the two suggested Imperial Trooper squads now that Iden's in the game. The first option would be Veers, Gideon, Piet, Dark Trooper and Stark. The other one, Iden, Death Trooper, Range, Shaw, Snow, Magma. So, They've put Stark in the first one. A lot of people I hear use range, so then Stark goes with her. But we'll see if maybe Stark's got a better home with the others and range is actually suited with Iden. Okay, so we have got a kit, so let's see what the actual abilities are. I am glad the droid's in. The droid's a very big part. Okay, so Tenacious Empire Attacker who expertly takes out foes while supporting a squad. So, take them down. Final text: deal physical damage to target enemy. If no other allies have the leader tag, Iden deals damage 2 more times. That's another one that's doing the 2 times damage. Again, why? Not a bad thing, but you're looking, you're going, is there a reason they've gone down this route with a lot of characters? For each critical hit, Iden recovers 5% health and protection. That's pretty solid, that, especially if she attacks out a turn. Push forward. Cooldown 2. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict vulnerable for 2 turns. Okay, so that's a bit like JKL's AoE without the stun. Dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict healing immunity for 2 turns and stun for 1 turn. Okay, so a little bit of JKL-ness about it. Not mass stun, but still a bit of stun, plus there's healing immunity, so it is worth it. These effects can't be resisted by rebel enemies. If no other allies have the leader tag, call all other non-droid Imperial Trooper allies to assist, dealing 20% less damage. So, yeah. Okay. It really makes me laugh, though, that they've had to design a kit where they've put a call out saying, yep, don't do this, don't do this. Okay, we can grieve later. The droid's doing his shield. Or its shield, I should say. So final text: dispel all debuffs on Imperial Trooper allies. Iden gains protection up 100% for 2 turns, and all other Imperial Trooper allies gain protection up 50%. Imperial Trooper allies recover 35% protection. So that could be nice if you do put range in there, because he's also going to be giving him protection up as well. So that could then get the team up to 85, and Iden would be at, what I think is it 35 range? I've got a version of the game open. I've got Crimson here. Let's just have a quick look. So Range Trooper gives Empire allies protection of 40% for 3 turns. So 40% on top of that, 90% for Imperial Troopers, and she'd be up to 140. So that's pretty nice, that. Plus there's protection recovery behind it. So there's quite a bit of survivability, you'd think. If no other allies have the leader tag, all non-droid Imperial Trooper allies gain We Adapt or Die for 3 turns, which can't be copied. We Adapt or Die is plus 30% critical chance, plus 30% offense, and plus 30 speed. Revive with 70% health when defeated. If dispelled, recover 80% health, gain 80% turn meter, and can't be critically hit for 2 turns. Ooh, okay. That could be fun. So essentially, when you're attacking that squad, you have 2 choices. Do you dispel the buff so they don't revive, or do you dispel it but accept that they're going to take a turn and you won't be able to crit them? I'd have thought to counter you'd be taking in teams that have got anti-revive mechanics like Bounty Hunters, but maybe I'm just underthinking there. Maybe Bounty Hunters is overkill. Imperial Trooper allies have plus 35% critical chance, plus 35% offense, and plus 35 speed, so they're really trying to tap into that Veers lead there. At the start of battle, if no other allies have the leader tag, whenever a non-droid Imperial Trooper ally attacks out a turn, they gain 2% offense stacking until the end of the encounter. Critical damage up for 2 turns at the start of each encounter, and have 100% counter chance. Hang on. Whoa. Whenever they attack out a turn, they gain 2% offense stacking. Alright. Critical damage up for 2 turns at the start of each encounter. They have 100% counter chance. Wow! And while enemies are vulnerable, they have minus 25% speed. That is big. That could actually... Wow. I'm going to have to quit this recording, and my computer's moaning. Alright, at the start of battle, if no other allies have the leader tag, Imperial Trooper allies also gain 35% max health and max protection. And whenever an enemy attacks at a turn, Imperial Trooper allies recover 20% health and protection and gain 10% turn meter. So I'm thinking there that's maybe, again, to counter Bounty Hunters a little bit. You mass attack them and they're going to recover health and protection to compensate? I don't know. Unique 2, this one's a Zeta, the previous one was the Omicron for Grand Arena. So Zeta, if no other allies have the leader tag, and all allies are non-droid Imperial Troopers, Iden gains 100% turn meter at the start of each encounter. Wow, so she's a guaranteed go first, bar probably Han. And whenever she is defeated, she revives with 100% health and protection if there is another active Imperial Trooper ally. So she's like zombie, she'll just keep coming back until you kill the others. Wow. Okay, well, while Iden has protection up, she has plus 30% potency. While she is active, Imperial Trooper allies have plus 30% offense. That's on top of the stacking offense they're getting. Woo! Plus the 35% up here as well, so they've got plus 65 as long as she's alive. And she can't be the last, she's the last one to die. Wow. Okay. I like it. I mean, I'm assuming that that is the base bit, and this is the Zeta. But wow. Some good stuff there. Essentially, Iden is just basically saying, right, put me in with the troops and I'll just basically do it all on my own. These guys are just here to support me. Because really, I'm wondering if this is the devs' way of accepting that Gideon with the Imperial Remnants is a bit of a flop right now, because you're looking here and you're thinking, one, well, like, not even range, but two of the Remnants. You got the other two in the Imperial Trooper Team Mark 1. So you'd think you'd be trying to make a team with Magma, Range, Snow and Shore in the long run, so that Death and Storm are with the Remnants. But yeah, you'd think that there are more to come though. I mean, maybe they're going to bring in Delmico and I can't think of the other guy who was in it. Hask. So maybe Hask will be in the game. He would suit an Imperial role, let's say that. So yeah, I'm quite interested here. I think she's got a very nice kit. I think it's going to be a question of how good is it, because like I say, my instinct was something like Bounty Hunters with permadeath. You know, you've got Boba, Mando and Jango who can all kill without revive, so that would stop something like this dead. But maybe that's the idea, it's to pull a counter away so that you can't use Bounty Hunters on something else. We'll see. But yeah, I like it. I think there's a load of good stuff there. So it makes me wonder what's coming next, because they did specifically say, where did I see it? There we go. It's in the little thing up here. I don't know if you guys can read it. Iden Versio Inferno Squad. Well, actually, I think it does say that. Iden Versio Inferno Squad. I'm going to have to learn to read. So it makes me think, if this is Inferno Squad version, are we going to be getting the Rebel one? Maybe they're going to try and make use of some of the leftover Rebels, like Wedge, Biggs, who've not really had use since JML. Which would be cool. Although it'd be very weird if we had Iden versus Iden so quick. So maybe we've got to wait for that. Alright, but that's it though. That's it for me. Let me know what you think about it, because I like this kit. I think it's going to be a bit of fun. But let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, I'll be back next week with SWGOH. I've got a video out, or 2 videos out for the rest of this week, hopefully. And then, yeah, next week we'll be back streaming when Grand Arena returns. So, hope to see you then. Catch you folks. Bye for now. You know, I swear sometimes they do it deliberately, just so that we stop recording the video, and then it's like, oh, but one more thing. So, one more thing. Carth Onasi is getting an Omicron, so yeah, we've got a change. Let's see what it is. So, it's in his leadership? It's in his leadership, so a territory battles one, that's another one that's light side, so okay, maybe we're going to get some use here. So, let's just read the full thing, including what was before. So, Old Republic allies gain 30% potency, tenacity, and critical avoidance. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with a damage over time effect, all Old Republic allies recover 3% health and protection. When an Old Republic ally uses their basic ability during their turn, they have an 80% chance to call another Old Republic ally to assist, dealing 50% less damage limit once per turn. While in territory battles, Old Republic allies have plus 20% counter chance. Ooh, that could be fun. Max health and defense for each Old Republic ally. That will make Big Z really tanky, especially if you mod him right. Whenever an Old Republic ally uses a special ability, they inflict full damage over time effects on the selected target, which can't be evaded, and then Carth is called to assist. Whenever an Old Republic ally attacks at a turn, they recover 5% health and protection and gain 25% offense stacking until the end of the encounter. Wow. So yeah, that is a big offense stack. I mean, you think they're going to start off really low, but if you take them in against, say, the B1 droids, eventually you're going to really stack up by the time you get to wave 4. Yeah, that could be good, that. I might actually give that an Omicron. I mean, maybe not my next one, but that could be my first TB one, because I don't think any of the other TB ones I've really fancied right now, or at least they're not, haven't got a purpose for me right now. So yeah, that might be my first one. I like the look of it. So let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Alright, this time, unless CG decide that there's another thing they want to tell us. Bye for now, everyone.